Okay, I'm a professional tarot reader. I read the tarot. These are the symbols that have come out before me. Reading the tarot means reading the symbols. And so I therefore have to answer the question from the inquirer. Now my inquirer is asking, is her husband cheating on her? Well, let's have a look and see what the reading is talking about. Okay, and this side of things, this is her side of things, this is her husband's side of things. On her side of things, what she's looking for is a successful outcome, something of a romantic nature, emotional abundance, and also some healing. So she's got a good spirit associated with her as far as the relationship is concerned. But there is chaos within the energy between the two of them. The nature of the relationship is rather cracked or fractured somehow. On this side of things, namely her husband's side of things, rather, in this particular case, twisted emotional attachments, not necessarily very clear-minded, possibly going towards his own personal inner darkness rather than necessarily thinking about her needs. This can be a sign of balance and harmony, but it can also be a sign of lack of understanding, because there could be a sense of something being obscured. Alright, there's also a feeling of conflict associated with the energy within the card itself. Right, now, moving on to the next part, short-term, medium-term and long-term future. The medium-term and long-term future signs are not looking good. The Hermit can mean dealing with your responsibilities all by your little self. So essentially that's relating to the inquirer in this particular case. So this is the key time, the short-term future. The medium-term and long-term future are potential. The here and now is actual. Short-term future is when action has to be taken. There are some good signs there associated with this one particular energy. I mean, the card is labelled as victory, suggesting that there can be some kind of beneficial activity in the short-term future which could in fact make these parts of the future null and void, depending upon if the right quality of action is being taken. Taking into account that there is a fracture or a crack in the relationship, there's some lack of understanding going on here which is causing some problems. On his side of things, his inner drives and desires have got to be brought in line with the relationship in order for there to be some kind of healing to the chaos which is currently going on during the short-term future, in order to undo these, the medium-term and the longer-term future, and therefore to turn these into more positive and productive signs. Right. Good news is, on her side of things, she's got this healing nature and this desire for emotional abundance. She's got some very positive, successful energy going on inside her, so essentially she can make changes occur. But this will require responsibility during her short-term future. There's another meaning where we got these signs in the medium-term future, because they could also relate to the inquirer, to say that she's always done things all by herself. So she's not very good at explaining personal problems when it comes to trying to solve issues. So within this complex dynamic going on between these two people, the characters and the personalities between the husband and between herself are dramatically different. So this has got to be a time for very serious communication. Air and fire signs can be associated with a time of communication which can be really, really important and really, really powerful. So in this particular case, she's really got to use all of her energy during the short-term future, not doing things by herself, but learning how to build cooperation between the two warring factions, namely herself and her partner, in order to create a situation whereby there can be healing here. I recommended marriage guidance counselling to the inquirer under this particular circumstance, just to try and help things along. And to be honest, if she takes that seriously, then we could see a much more beneficial transformation in the future. Now, marriage guidance counselling itself will not be the cure-all for everything, but it can be something which can help to enhance and soften the energy of the quality of communication during the short term, thus making the relationship work better.